Okay, greetings people. This was a very nice, hot, warm Friday. It was about 32, 33 degrees. So yeah, the last thing I felt like doing was obviously having a workout. This is Ben, being a turd. He's a guy that does a bit of work with me as well. And yeah, just wanted to obviously say hello to you. This was a chest day, and this simple motion, believe it or not, so simple to me now, but this probably took me with good form, and it's still work in progress as well, I realise that, but this simple motion of just a chest push probably took me over a year, and no word of a lie. That was probably once a week as well, and a bit of practice on at home. But yeah, I was very much up in my shoulders as well, and I didn't realise I had sort of strength where it is, like on your chest, and I probably didn't. I've never really had a big chest growing up either, but yeah, it's just like a real proper work in progress to actually do this simple basic manoeuvre. But there it is. Anyway, believe it or not, it's up to you. The only guy that could back this up is my gym mate Trevor, who yeah, was sort of left perplexed for months and months. Just yeah, couldn't believe that I can actually do this simple movement, even with no weight or smallest weight. But there it is. But I can do it now, and yeah, it's just been constant practice and just sort of teaching my body to move that way again. Like I said, for me, the MS was always restricting natural movement for me, and it just didn't want to go in areas that I knew that it should do. But with persistence and with weight, I have managed to sort of move through that barrier. I'll still hit little hurdles, like even now you'll probably see I lose my form occasionally now and again, where one arm drops, one wrist twists. Even now looking at this, I'm noticing my back's arching too much. I've got a natural arch in my back anyway, but yeah, I've got to even move that down, you know, just shrink my core and engage my core more. So yeah, this exercise took a while to do on the first reps. Was touch and go. So you lower the bar down to your chest and then push obviously back up as well. And the idea is when I get to a certain amount of weights and whatever, I try to get to almost like a failure on 10. And yeah, sometimes I hit it, sometimes I don't, as you'd probably notice. And if I am sort of kind of cruising it and I think, yeah, I've got this, 8, 9, I normally slow the last reps down, and yeah, that in tail actually almost makes it your failure rep. You'll kind of see if you study what I'm doing. The other thing that I wanted to touch on as well is you get a lot of good days and bad days, or so-called good days and bad days with MS. And for me, again, where I've almost become my own personal trainer, as it were, and I study everything that I do, and everything that I eat, everything that I train, everything that just a constant memory of sort of like a self-assessment on myself. I kind of know if I'm going to have a bad day or not. For example, if I was to go off my schedule and I wasn't to get enough sleep today, and I was to maybe have a couple of 3 drinks tonight and sort of go to bed late and not work out, I will have a bad day tomorrow. I just know I will. So yeah, getting a schedule down for me is paramount. It's key. This sort of weight here, it's quite a heavy weight. The weights that I'm working with here, the big ones are 10 kgs either side, and the smaller ones are 5 kgs. So that's 25, 50, and then plus the bar, which I still haven't measured the weighed the fucking bar anyway, but I think it's about 15, I'd say. So I'm pushing sort of 65 kg there at the moment, which isn't a lot for a bodybuilder at all, but it's a lot for me, and it's enough for me to hit my failure. The bench, you might have known, has moved as well. I started with the bench on an incline, just angled up a few degrees, and this workout is flat, and then later on you'll see me go to a decline. This might be the decline coming up, I think, but yeah, you'll see it goes up, middle and down, and yeah, I think most people that push weight, they can't actually push as much weight on the incline, but most people's strengths are on the flat and the decline, and that's the same for me. I can push quite a lot more on flat and decline as well, so I usually start with the incline anyway, and yeah, sort of just maybe add a bit of weight on, or keep with the weights and things like this. There is a set that I do, I don't know if I would skip past it or not, but like I said, I normally try to get 10 reps per set, and one of the reps that I didn't, one of the sets where I didn't hit 10 reps, I probably hit about 5 or 6 and then had another go, maybe hit 8 or 9. But I like the mentality of not finishing on a failure, even if it means actually dropping some weight down, dropping the weight off even. And yeah, just not sort of leaving the workout there. You think, oh fuck, I didn't do that. Just drop the weight down and still get your 10 out if you're going to do this. And I find it's just like a nice mental state to leave yourself in where you haven't actually failed it, and the last thing that you've done is what you set out to do. As a basketball player, I don't even watch the fucking sport to be fair, but I was watching a YouTube video, I think it's a guy called Kobe Bryant, and yeah, if you're watching this in America, you all know this kind of guy. He's like the David Beckham of basketball at the moment, but he was in an interview, or I think it was an interview, yeah, and he just said that he never finishes on a foul. So obviously he does hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of practicing basketball, shooting hoops they call it, and yeah, he never finishes on a foul. He always makes sure he hits the last one. So when he's actually left his practice or his workout, whatever you want to call it, he's always scored the last one, and that's like the mentality that he takes with him as well. So he's got that in his memory where, yeah, I've done that, and now he's sort of prepared to move on. Like I said, a very hot day, so I had to open the garage. Thankfully, I've got the garage door and the door at the back as well, so it blows through there lovely. It's like yeah, it's like a real nice breeze, almost like a bit of an air conditioning unit. So yeah, with chest you also do triceps, because it's called a push day, so you're pushing similar to shoulders. Chest is a push day as well, and back is a pull day. You're pulling things towards you. So yeah, this is a tricep on the rings. I'm just limbering up there, and again, checking my form, I'm noticing that I'm coming on these triceps. I'm not holding my body very straight. Might be a little bit too much weight for me, but yeah, I think the rep range needs to be shortened as well, rather than rocking my core all over the place as well. So it's a constant thing that I'm always working on. Like I said, I've been lifting weights for getting on 5 years, and even now, after teaching myself, I'm always finding a form. And yeah, there's my beautiful little wife as well. So yeah, see you in the next vid.